It's already 12 p.m., and you haven't finished your article that you need to hand in the next morning. Now, in the past, you might have chosen to continue working until 1 o'clock, but now, we all know what to do, right? Yeah, you know it. Get up, DeepSeek. Get up, ChatGPT. It's time to work. And congratulations, you survived another day. My name is David, and today I want to take you on a little journey. A journey into the fascinating, sometimes funny, and occasionally frightening world of AI. Let me take you back to my first real encounter with AI. I was sitting in my room, bored out of my mind, when I decided to ask a virtual assistant to tell me a story about a cat in France who wanted to be a chef. And boom! Within seconds, I had a fully written story with a plot, characters, and even a funny ending. I was hooked. AI wasn't just a tool. It felt like a creative partner. Can you organize the data for me? Yes, here's a beautiful chart. Can you make the sentence better? No problem. Wow, so can you do my homework? Yes, of course. And out came an 800-word passage in just 20 seconds. Wait, what? Obviously, I can't be too dependent on AI. Like, if one day I can't connect to the internet, can I still finish my homework? And then I began to wonder, what will happen when AI gets too good? There was a beautiful picture I saw, and I didn't realize that it was made by AI until I saw the sign of generated by AI. I've also read stories about deepfakes and face swaps, those videos that could be made from a single picture, so realistic they could trick anyone. It's easy to get scared. The news is full of warnings. Students using AI to finish their homework, jobs being replaced by robots, AI used for committing crimes. And yes, we need to be careful. But here's the thing. Fear is a natural reaction to the unknown. Humans were afraid of fire at first, but then we started to use it after we discovered its power. And the more I learned, the more I realized that the scary parts aren't because AI is evil. They're because we haven't figured out how to use it responsibly yet. It's like giving a teenager the car key to a Ferrari. It can be dangerous, but with the right guidance, they can go anywhere. So, although there are things to be cautious about, I found that my fear was slowly being replaced by something else: curiosity and visualizing the future. Let's say there's a student who learns differently and needs extra help at 1 a.m. when everyone else is asleep. This is where AI steps in. We are now developing AI tutors that can do what no human teacher could ever do alone. Be available 24/7 and adapt perfectly to one student's pace. It's infinitely patient. You can ask the same question 100 times and it won't get annoyed. But that's not all. I see a world where AI helps doctors find cures for diseases faster than ever before. I see a world where environmentalists use AI to track climate change and save our planet. I imagine a future where AI doesn't replace human creativity, but amplifies it. AI doesn't have values or dreams or empathy. We do. AI is not going to build the future on its own. We are. My journey with AI has been a roller coaster, from magic to mystery to a sense of mission. And let's not just be passengers on this ride. Let's be the critical thinkers, the compassionate builders, and the curious explorers. Let's teach our AI not just to be smart, but to be wise. And together, we will create a future that is not only intelligent, but also deeply, truly human. And by the way, the next time you need to write an article and you turn on your phone, you look towards DeepSeek or ChatGPT, at least make sure it doesn't replace you. Because remember, we are going to build the future together. Thank you.